So I set up this folder before, and it's a very simple job. I just named it test files, and you can see here, these are the settings that we're going to go through. It's very similar to the left nav bar in version 6.5 and 6.6 of PDF Compressor. So I've set up a directory that's just a simple folder on my desktop, and I have a couple of files in there. You can set this folder up as a watch folder and check it every 30 seconds, every few minutes, basically to process the documents and place them in a separate output folder. I'm going to run it as a batch, so I'll manually run the job just to give you a sense on how everything works. You have the ability to include subfolders as well, and we can replicate the recursive structure of that subfolder. You can also process documents that reside on an FTP location. The input file formats that we can process include our image PDFs, standard PDFs, TIFFs, JPEGs, really all the file formats that we're used to. And one of the new features here that we're going to go through today are some of the born digital options that we have available for processing. So we can process Microsoft Word documents, Excel, PowerPoints, emails, really quite a number of document types that we can now convert into PDF. I always will recommend that for PDFs that we will rasterize those documents to really get the best compression ratios and OCR. But if you don't want to do that, you can select never or automatic. The automatic feature is very nice for hybrid documents. So if you have something that has some electronically generated formats and text in there, we won't overwrite that. So it basically will maintain that accuracy and allow the files to process a little bit faster. That's a nice new feature that we have available. You have the ability to also add extensions to the file types here for our emails and board digital files as well. And then we have some advanced input options specifically for PDFs. If there's passwords, Office documents, you can decide what sort of layout you'd like to process. And then we also have some blank page detection available here as well. Our output file, I've already set up. It's just another folder right on my desktop here. You have the ability to overwrite existing files that reside in there, or you can write it to an FTP server if necessary. We also have added a number of different output file formats versus what you've seen in PDF Compressor version 6.5 and 6.6. Specifically, we now have every version of PDFA available. We previously had PDFA 1A and A1B. We now have all of the A1s, A2s, and A3s available. We can also output and decompress files to TIFF, JPEG, and PNG if necessary. For the purpose of the demo, I'm going to output to PDFA 2U. You have also the ability to split your output files if necessary. Also, if we have barcodes available, we can split on the barcode, which is a nice new feature available with this version of PDF Compressor. And you also can rename files. You have some email conversion options here as well. I like to go with the default conversion, which will append attachments as PDF pages for the documents, but you can choose to ignore attachments or really specify how the conversion is going to work here as well.